Hello everybody and welcome back to Southeast by Midwest. I'm Cassie and today we're going to be talking about something super fun and exciting, and that's going to be this Pixi by Petra big old box that I was sent. Now, if you were at the post office when I got this, you would have known how beyond excited I was to get this. This was a box that Pixi by Petra, if I remember correctly, when they recently had their own brick store opening, they gave this to a bunch of the people that were there and they sent it to a bunch of the bigger bloggers and YouTubers. I had seen somebody get one of these the other day, and because I had not received it yet, I did not think that I was going to get it. I, in actuality, thought I was just too small to get this package. And we walked into the post office to pick up a package because a Victoria's Secret order, which is the top that I'm wearing, had came in, and I was excited to pick it up. And she sat a nice rectangular shaped box on the counter and I flipped out. So if you want to know what all is in this package, if you don't know already, and you want to know more about my first impressions, just keep watching. To talk about this package and my first impressions. So obviously this is PR. It was sent to me for consideration. However, any momentary freakouts and fangirling that happens is purely my own and has nothing to do with being paid or sponsored. They did not send me any money or anything like that. And you can ask my husband, ever since I got this box, I've just sat there hugging it and petting it and all the things, haven't I?
Yes.
See? Let's see what's on the inside. Okay, so this is going to be a little difficult to show you the inside because I'm short. So my filming little screen is short. So we're going to take it section by section. So the way that this works is that it opens up and the doors tell you about each collaboration. And basically Pixi by Petra collaborated with 4 beauty YouTubers and bloggers, and that is really affecting the lighting. So you've got the first one up here, then you got one down there, and then you got one over here on this door and one down there. And then each one has whatever their products were that they picked out. So now that you've seen the inside, I'm going to set it down and we're going to start talking about it. The first section that we're going to start with is the one that was in the upper left hand corner, and it is labeled Beauty. And it says, my palettes contain all of my favorite eye and lip colors that effortlessly take me from day to night. And it is from Judy. And she has 2 products. What I like about these collaborations is, like I said, she collaborated with 4 different, beauty bloggers, YouTubers, and whatnot. And each one has their own little color coordinated set of products. So Judy's is purple, Aspen's is blue, Miriam's is yellow, and Carolyn is pink. So they each have little color combinations. And I believe you can get these if they're in stock at Target. And of course you can get it at the physical Pixi store. So this is with Pixi and It's Judy Time. And the first one is a 12 shade eyeshadow palette. And on the back it says, I love having just one go-to eyeshadow palette for all occasions. This one contains all my favorite colors and effortlessly takes me from day to night. Heart Judy. And it has all of Judy's social media down there on the bottom beneath her picture. It has what it contains, which is 12 eyeshadows, a little bit about them, and then it tells you some little how-tos and stuff. I'm going to have photos of all of this over on the blog, except for the whole big packet itself, just because I can't think of a way to photograph this and make it look good. So I've already told the husband that when we get some extra money, I need to get me one of those little faux rug things, or a fuzzy blanket or something that I can use, that I can set out here on the floor when I need to take big, overhead shots. Which will probably involve me standing on a chair because I'm only this big which means I can't get those big overhead shots. And before you ask, he can't take them either because when he tries, that's why I don't do fashion, because I need somebody to take the photos of me, and his hands shake a little bit when he does that. Alright, so the way that this palette opens is, it looks like it opens at the bottom, yep, and folds up. You could tell a YouTuber helped design this because this is like perfect for being like, this is what I'm using, this is what I'm using. So we have some matte shades and we have some shimmer shades, and I already see which few that I want to go into. I'm going to dip into this one right dead smack in the center, which is, hang on, Getaway, and I want to jump into this one down here, which is called, I guess, Night Night, for the two shimmer shades. So let's go ahead and swipe in. And swipe in. This one feels a little creamier than this one does. This one does feel a little dry. And for the matte shades, let's jump into Good Morning, which is this one right here, which looks like it would be a great transition shade. And let's jump into this one called Dark Chocolate down here at the bottom. It has some dust, it's got some kick up, but it feels super creamy as well. And I'm just going to rub straight across the back of my hand one time. Those are gorgeous. They have great pigmentation, super creamy. Cannot wait to review this. By the way, this is just a first impression video. I will actually be working with these and doing reviews on them separately. So I will do a review of this palette. I will be doing a review of her next palette, you know, and then the other palettes I'll do individually. The highlighters from Aspen set, when I get to them, I'm probably going to do them all as one instead of just one highlighter, and then the blush. Okay, so my first impressions of this, that is really, really good. They're, some of the shades do have a little kick up, which is to be expected for my shadows, but we'll have to see how they work and how they blend with the eyes. And also, there's something inside of the box. It looks like it's a little mirror that you can actually stick on there yourself. Yes, comes with detached mirror for custom placement. How cool is that? Alright, the second item that It's Judy Time had was called It's Lip Time, and this is a 12 pan lip palette. It says, this palette is all I need with the most flattering pinky nudes for day or bold reds and berries for a night out with my husband. It's the perfect lip essential for any makeup lover. And I can already tell you that this is designed very similar to the eyeshadow palette. It has the detachable mirror, which you have to be careful for because the little bag is not sealed. And it does lift up from the bottom. And I really don't want to dip too much into these. This would be great for a makeup artist kit, and I really do need a lip palette for my kit. So what I'm going to do instead of swatching these now is that I might include swatches of these in the blog post so that I can use some disposable lip wands with this. But this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's got neutrals, reds, and some berry shades as well. Alright, next we're going to go down to the bottom left corner, and it says Gratitude, and it says, I can't live without a highlighter. I use these as a finishing touch for all my looks. Aspen. She has 4 products in her collection, and her collection has this blue packaging as opposed to Judy's, which had the purple packaging. And hers are 3 face product, and then a bottom lash mascara and a brow gel. So we're going to start with the face products first. And the first product is a Glow.y powder. And it is in Santorini Sunset. It says it up at the top of the box. And the back of this box just says the same thing that the little box over here said. It has her name. She is a lifestyle blogger. It has her social media underneath there. A little bit about her. And then it has what the product is, and then a little how-to from her. Once you get inside, it actually has a little kind of shelf you have to lift up, and then your product comes out. And it has the little classic Pixi packaging. Tells you on the back what it is. And then you just screw the top off. And these are actually really kind of big. These are 10.21 grams of product. Really super satiny smooth. Wow, that is some shine right there, girl. Woo-wee. I like-y. This one is also a glowy powder, and this one is in London Luster, according to the top. Again, the same kind of quote and everything from over than the side there. This one looks a little bit more white-based than gold-based compared to the other one. So, the other one was a little bit more gold. Again, it has the same feel as the other one. That same kind of really buttery, satiny, smooth feel. And let's see if I can get it to... This one is a more natural highlight. This is more of like I said, a gold shade, whereas this one is just like a nice white. And it really just kind of melts into my skin. The last product is a glowy powder, but it is a cheek powder. This one is in the shade Rome Rose. And this one says, this blush is perfect for the everyday fresh face look. It really makes my complexion come alive. And again, the same kind of packaging. Screw that off. It is a nice rosy shade. It has the same feel as the highlighters, but doesn't come off as pigmented as the highlighter. It actually kind of looks a little bit like a lighter version of NARS's Orgasm. It has that same kind of sheen to it, which I am wearing that today, but it actually looks really similar to that. I'll have to kind of swatch them against each other later and kind of compare them. So I had to take a second to change out my battery, or I had to have my husband change out my battery while I went on ahead and took some products out of some boxes so they wouldn't make as much noise. The last product in Aspen's collection is the Lower Lash Mascara and Brow Tamer. And the back of this box says, I always make sure my eyes stand out. The detail brush on this mascara is perfect to accent my lower lashes. The Brow Tamer keeps my brows in place all day. So, when you open the box, it comes with, the products come in this little plastic thing. And that is what these look like right here. And I don't know about y'all, but I really love a fresh brow gel. It's just so clear. No cloudiness, no decolorization from all that powder in your brow. It's just clear and glorious. I love it. Can't wait to test theirs out. And the other product is the Lower Lash Mascara. This reminds me a lot, just because I glanced at it while he was finishing my battery change. This reminds me a lot of like the It Cosmetics Tightline mascara, but with a shorter wand, or even the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. I actually think the brush might be a little smaller than the Clinique one. So I can't wait to give this a test. If you'd like to see me put this against the It Cosmetics and the Clinique, leave me a comment down below and tell me. The next side, we're going to go to the bottom right, is Determination, and it says, double cleansing made easy. If you want a foolproof method to remove waterproof makeup and SPF, this is it. And then it has her signature, and she's Carolyn. And this was her product. This is the Pixi and Carolyn Hirons, I hope I pronounced that right, double cleanse, 2-in-1. One side is a solid cleansing oil, and the other side is a cleansing cream. It has her photo, her information, stuff about the product, how-tos, and all that kind of stuff. And you really do need to read the how-tos. Now, the funny thing with this product is, I went on ahead and took it out of the box too, is that a while ago, I was looking at some products on Target, which was actually, hang on, I went on ahead and got the Glow Tonic, which I am testing out to review for you guys. And I almost bought this instead / along with it, but I decided not to. Which then was a real bummer because by the time I received the Glow Tonic, this had sold out. So I was kind of miffed that I wasn't going to get to try it, and then it came in this box and I was so excited. So when you open it up, it has a little protector in there, and you actually want to keep that. Don't toss this, because having opened this, I can tell you, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. You see the cream on there? One side is, let me put that down. This side over here is solid. Like, it literally is just a solid, like, almost like coconut oil is, like inside the jar. It's solid, but when you rub against it, you can kind of feel it melting under your finger. And this side over here is an actual cream. So you're going to want to keep that protective piece to make sure none of this comes over to this when you're like moving it around and stuff. It doesn't really have a scent or anything to it, but just to let you know before you go out and buy it, how this says that it works is that you take a dry face and you apply some of the cleansing oil, the solid one, to your face, to a dry face, and you kind of work that in to help remove your makeup. And then you use a damp facial wipe to get rid of the stuff that's on there, rid of that. You then come behind with the cream and you work that in really well, and then come behind with a moist facial cloth. So that's how you use those products. If that doesn't seem like a way that you would be interested in, then I would suggest skipping it. I am, however, going to be reviewing it for you guys and might do a, like, you know, take off the day with me or get unready with me or something like that. Alright, moving on to the last section up in the upper right. That is Miriam, and she has 3 pieces. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Her 3 pieces consist of this double-ended brush for strobing and sculpting, a highlight and contour palette, and a strobe and, well, it's a strobe and sculpt. So it's a highlight and contour, and then a strobe and bronze, which is listed as being a glow and bronze. Her little thing says believe, and it says, I used my makeup artist experience to create the perfect contour palettes and the most hardworking duo brush around. And then it has her signature. So the first thing that we're going to look at is the strobe and bronze, or the glow and bronze kit. It says on the back, transformation into a sun-kissed goddess is so easy with my strobe and bronze palette. These dream shades are perfect for work or play, is what she says. And again, it has all kinds of information about her, her social media, a photo of her, some little how-tos down at the bottom, etc. It looks like her palette is designed very similar to Judy's palette, and nope, I lied. Hers has her, like, her little logo on the side there, but hers opens like this instead of the up and down way. But it does have the shades on the back. So let's go straight down the shimmer shades over on the left there. And that is what the 3 of those. So the one in the middle is working the best on me. So on the other side, I'm going to swatch these ones down at the bottom. I know on the other palette I only did a few, but that's really because there were 12 shades. This one only has 6. I have 3 fingers on each side, so it works. These have a lot of kickoff. As you can see, they are very pigmented. This bottom one is a little less pigmented than the other ones, but it is not, that's not a bad thing. They really are, you know, really workable, it looks like, so I can't wait to actually get in and actually review and test that out. Okay, the next thing is the Strobe and Sculpt, which is the highlight and contour palette. Again, it has all of the same information, but the little blurb says, my Strobe and Sculpt palette contains my favorite shades to play with, light and shadow, creating a glowing, defined look with a luxurious finish. So let's do the contour-y ones first. These do not have as much kickoff as her other palette did. That being said, they also are not as darkly pigmented as her other palette was either, but I really like that. That means for me, because I don't know if you can see it on here, sometimes contour shades can go really wrong on me really fast. They can look dirty, they can look muddy, and it just becomes an issue. So I like that they're not like super pigmented. It's going to be easier for me to layer it. It's going to be easier for me to kind of blend it. So these are the shades we have over here. This top one, I can tell you, is like a banana powder shade. So I don't know if that's going to show or not. I'm going to try to build it so that it'll pop. The next one down is like a peachy, coppery kind of shade. And then we got a nice golden shade. And of course I did it on this hand, and they're not going to show up at all. I really like this one. I cannot wait to play with that one. The last item is this double-ended brush. This says, if I had to choose one essential brush for contouring, highlighting, and bronzing, this is the one. It blends any product seamlessly and effortlessly. So again, it comes in this little plastic thing. Oh my goodness, in the back, it has a little holder for it. Genius. And then this is the little brush. Oh my goodness, love it. Love it. This is tapered. So this is the sculpt side. You can already tell. It's going to be perfect for like really getting in there and like sculpting that out. And then this side down here is the strobe side. It comes up into like a little tapered tip. So it's going to be great for just kind of really applying that up there. It also is going to be really good for that banana powder too. If you do that one first, just kind of pat that on there. Oh my goodness, cannot wait to use this. And it has a good feel. It's nice and soft at the top. And it's not so like tight, but they're not too loose either. I really, really like that. That was everything that was in the box that Pixi sent. Hopefully you found this video informative. You saw some swatches and some stuff that you might like. Obviously you can't go out and buy the whole thing as one set. I really wish you could. Maybe I don't, because if you could have, I probably would have already have tried to talk Travis into have letting me get this somehow, and then I would have been stuck with an extra one on my hands. But you know, you can go out and get these pieces at your local Target, online, or if you live near where the Pixi just opened, which I believe is over in California in the Los Angeles area, you could stop in and try to pick up the products there. Leave me a comment down in the comment section telling me which product you're the most excited to try out. Follow me on the social media link down below. If you did find this video informative, if you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with all your friends. That really does help. Make sure you subscribe with the button down below, and you either check the little gear or the bell or whatever it is, and check to get notifications so you don't miss out on any videos. That is going to be super important come the week of Beauty and the Beast, because I will be doing Beauty and the Beast week here on my channel and on the blog, and I will be doing it alongside of Travis's blog, which is Page and Screen. The way that it's going to work is that on Monday of that week, I will be talking about the beauty and the fashion, and I believe he will be reviewing the original Beauty and the Beast movie. On Wednesday of that week, I will be doing a look for a makeup look inspired by Belle from the movie, and I think he's going to do a post of the 5 books that would be on Belle's bookshelf, because he is a movie and book review blog. And on Friday, you'll not only get a video that will have the both of us reviewing the movie, but it'll also be in the blog post as well. That'll be linked in the description boxes below. So you want to be subscribed so you don't miss any of those super fun videos. I'm super excited. We both are super excited. We went to Aiken to go grocery shopping, and we talked about it the whole way there. Aren't you excited?
Super.
Super, 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 super. Until next time, bye.